Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Energize Your Passion, the podcast where we explore the depths of our hearts and minds, igniting the spark within us to live our most passionate lives. I'm your host, Sunshine, and today we're diving into a topic that resonates with many of us: revisiting past relationships. Whether it's the sweet nostalgia of old flame or the lingering questions about what might have been, we'll all ponder the ideal of going back to an ex at some point. But is it the right move? Should you go back to an ex? Let's explore the emotional terrain together. Let's start by talking about the pull of the past. It's incredible how powerful nostalgia can be, right? We remember the good times, the shared laughter, those intimate moments that made us feel so connected. But let's be honest, our emotions can sometimes be deceptive. They can cloud our judgment and make us forget the reason why the relationship ended in the first place. So before we even think about picking up the phone or sending that text, it's crucial to take a step back and assess our true motivations. Are we genuinely seeking connection and growth, or are we just chasing the comfort of familiarity? Let's dive deeper into this. Emotions are powerful drivers in our lives. They can lead us to joy and fulfillment, but they can also pull us into places of confusion and longing. When we think about an ex, it's not just the person we're remembering, but the feelings we had during that time. It's crucial to differentiate between the actual person and the ideal memory of them. Sometimes it's not the person we miss, but the feeling of being loved, understood, and cherished. Recognizing this distinction can help us make more informed decisions about whether or not to revisit a past relationship. Additionally, it's essential to understand the role of time in our perception of past relationships. Time has a way of softening the rough edges of our memories. We often remember the good times more vividly than the bad, which can create a skewed perception of the relationship. This selective memory can make us nostalgic for a version of the relationship that might not have been entirely accurate. It's important to take a balanced view of acknowledging both the positive and the negative aspects to gain a clear understanding of whether revisiting the relationship is a healthy choice. Moreover, the desire to reconnect with an ex can sometimes stem from fear of being alone, fear of the unknown, or fear of never finding someone else. These fears can be powerful motivators, pushing us towards the familiar, even if it's not the best option for our growth and happiness. It's crucial to confront these fears head on and recognize that personal growth often comes from stepping outside of our comfort zones and embracing new experiences. By addressing these fears, we can make more powered decisions about our relationships. Another important factor to consider is the changes that both you and your ex have undergone since the breakup. People evolve, and sometimes the growth experienced during time apart can either bridge the gap between you or widen it further. Reflect on whether the changes in your ex align with your values and the person you are today. It's not just about who you were together, but who you both have become. This self-reflection can help determine if reuniting is a step forward, a step back. Finally, it's worth considering the broader context of your life and how a potential reconsideration fits into it. Are you in a place where you can invest the necessary time and emotional energy into rebuilding a relationship? Do you have the support of friends and family? And are you in a stable and healthy mental space? Taking a holistic view of your life circumstances can provide additional clarity on whether revisiting a past relationship is a wise choice. So, as we ponder the pull of the past, let's remember to ground ourselves in the present and make decisions that align with our current values, needs, and aspirations. By doing so, we can approach the question of whether to go back to an ex with a clear mind and an open heart, ready to embrace whatever path is best for our growth and happiness. Next, let's talk about closure. Closure. That elusive promise of neatly tying up loose ends and finding peace after a breakup. But, as many of us know, closure isn't always a straightforward journey. It's often messy, non-linear, and filled with emotional highs and lows. Before reaching out to an ex in search of closure, we need to ask ourselves if we're truly ready to confront the past and move forward. Are we seeking validation, or are we genuinely trying to make amends? Understanding our intentions can help us navigate this delicate terrain with greater clarity and self-awareness. Closure is often seen as the key to moving on. But what does it really mean? For some, closure comes from understanding what went wrong and learning from those mistakes. For others, it's about forgiveness, both of ourselves and of our ex-partner. However, it's important to realize that closure is not always something that the other person can give you. Sometimes it's about finding peace within yourself and accepting that some questions may remain unanswered. This self-acceptance can be incredibly liberating and is a vital part of the healing process. Additionally, seeking closure can sometimes be an attempt to regain control over a situation that felt uncontrollable. Breakups often leave us feeling powerless, and the desire for closure can be a way to reclaim some sense of agency. However, true closure comes from within and doesn't always require the other person's involvement. It's about finding your own way to move forward, even if the other person is unable or unwilling to provide the answers you're seeking. Another aspect to consider is the timing of your quest for closure. Sometimes the wounds from the breakup are still too fresh, and seeking closure too soon can reopen those wounds rather than heal them. It's important to give yourself the time and space to process your emotions before attempting to gain closure. This might mean waiting until you've gained some distance and perspective on the relationship, allowing you to approach the situation with a clearer mind and a more balanced heart. Moreover, closure doesn't always mean having a final conversation or meeting with your ex. It can be a personal journey of reflection and understanding. Journaling about your feelings, talking to a trusted friend or therapist, or even engaging in creative activities that allow you to express your emotions can all be ways to find closure within yourself. The goal is to reach a point where you can look back on the relationship without feeling a sense of unfinished business or lingering pain. Sometimes closure is about setting boundaries. If you're seeking closure because you feel the need to have the last word or make your ex see things from your perspective, it might be more about holding on to the past than moving forward. Establishing clear boundaries can help you protect your emotional well being and focus on your own healing process. Remember, closure is about your journey, not about changing someone else's mind or behavior. Finally, it's important to recognize that closure can be an ongoing process. You might not wake up one day feeling completely at peace, and that's okay. Healing from a breakup can take time, and you might find that you revisit the idea of closure multiple times before you truly feel ready to move on. Be patient with yourself and honor your own emotional journey. Each step you take towards understanding and acceptance is a step towards greater emotional freedom and self discovery. Closure is a deeply personal experience, and there's no one size fit all approach. The key is to find what works for you and to embrace the journey with compassion and self awareness. By seeking closure in a mindful and intentional way, you can transform a painful ending into an opportunity for growth and new beginnings. Hope is a powerful force, capable of inspiring us to reach for the stars even in the darkest of times. When it comes to relationships, hope often manifests as the belief that love can conquer all, that second chances are possible no matter how improbable they may seem. While optimism is undoubtedly admirable, it's essential to temper it with a healthy dose of realism. Before diving headfirst into a reunion with an ex, take stock of the reasons why the relationship ended in the first place. Were there fundamental compatibility issues that remain unresolved? Did communication breakdowns and trust issues erode the foundation of the relationship? While the prospect of a second chance may seem enticing, it's crucial to approach with caution and humility. Rekindling romance with an ex can feel like a second chance at happiness, but it's important to remember that it also comes with its own set of challenges. It's easy to fall back into old patterns and habits, which can lead to the same problems reemerging. Before making any decisions, consider whether both you and your ex have grown and changed since the breakup. Have you both addressed the issues that led to the split? It's also essential to communicate openly about your expectations and boundaries to ensure that you're both on the same page. Moreover, when considering reuniting with an ex, it's meaningful to reflect on the concept of growth. Personal growth often occurs in the aftermath of a breakup. As we take time to reflect on what we want and need in a relationship, have you both taken the time to grow individually? Personal development can change perspectives and priorities, potentially creating a healthier dynamic if both parties have matured and learned from their past mistakes. Another aspect to consider is the influence of external factors on your relationship. Sometimes relationships end due to external pressures such as career demands, family issues, or personal crises. If these external factors were a significant reason for the breakup, it's important to evaluate whether these circumstances have changed. A reunion might stand a better chance of success if the external pressures that contributed to the breakup have been resolved or reduced. Additionally, revisiting a past relationship requires a willingness to forgive and let go of past grievances. Holding on to resentment or harboring unresolved anger can sabotage any attempt at reconsideration. Both parties need to be prepared to approach the relationship with a clean slate, focusing on building a positive future rather than dwelling on past mistakes. This process of forgiveness and letting go is essential for creating a healthy and supportive environment for the renewed relationship to thrive. Let's also talk about the importance of setting new boundaries and expectations. Every relationship evolves over time, and a second chance is an opportunity to redefine what you both want and need from each other. Openly discussing and establishing new boundaries can help prevent the same issues from arising again. This might involve setting clear communication guidelines, agreeing on conflict resolution strategies, or ensuring that both partners feel heard and valued. Finally, it's crucial to have a plan for navigating potential challenges. Reuniting with an ex is not a guaranteed path to happiness, and there will likely be bumps along the road. Having a plan for how to handle disagreements, how to support each other through difficult times, and how to maintain individual growth while being together can make a significant difference. A proactive approach to potential challenges can help both partners feel more secure and committed to making the relationship work. In conclusion, while hope and the desire for a second chance can be powerful motivators, it's essential to balance them with a realistic and thoughtful approach. By carefully considering the reasons for the breakup, evaluating personal growth, addressing past issues, and setting clear expectations and boundaries, you can make a more informed decision about whether revisiting a past relationship is the right choice for you. Remember, the goal is not to just rekindle a romance, but to build a healthier, more fulfilling partnership that benefits both individuals. History has a way of repeating itself, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. Before diving headfirst into a reunion with an ex, it's essential to reflect on the patterns and dynamics that led to the breakup in the first place. Were there unresolved conflicts or incompatible values that ultimately drove a wedge between you? Did communication breakdowns and trust issues erode the foundation of the relationship? While the prospects of a second chance may seem enticing, it's crucial to approach with caution and humility. Take the time to learn from the past mistakes, communicate openly, and set healthy boundaries to ensure a more sustainable and fulfilling relationship moving forward. Reflecting on past relationships can provide valuable lessons that help us grow and evolve. Each relationship teaches us something new about ourselves and what we need in a partner. It's important to use the insights to make better choices in the future. For example, if communication was an issue in your past relationship, focus on improving those skills before re entering the relationship. Similarly, if trust was a problem, work on rebuilding it step by step. By addressing these issues head on, we can avoid repeating the same mistake and create a healthier, more fulfilling relationship. Additionally, it's important to consider the timing of your reconsideration. Are both you and your ex in a place where you can commit to working through these issues? Timing can play a crucial role in whether a second chance will succeed or fail. If one or both of you are dealing with other significant stressors or life changes, it might not be the right moment to rekindle the relationship. Both parties need to be ready and willing to invest the necessary time and emotional energy into making the relationship work. Another key factor to consider is the support system around you. Reuniting with an ex can be emotionally taxing, and having a strong support system can make a significant difference. Friends and family who understand and support your decision can provide valuable perspective and encouragement as you navigate this challenging terrain. It's also helpful to have trusted individuals to talk to about your concerns and experiences, ensuring you don't feel isolated in your journey. Let's also talk about personal accountability. Both partners need to take responsibility for their actions and the role they play in the breakdown of the relationship. This means acknowledging mistakes, apologizing where necessary, and demonstrating a genuine commitment to change. Personal accountability fosters trust and respect, which are crucial components of any healthy relationship. Without it, old wounds are likely to resurface, leading to the same conflicts and issues as before. In addition, envisioning the future can be a helpful exercise. Take some time to think about what you want your renewed relationship to look like. What changes would you like to see? What are your hopes and dreams for the future together? Having a shared vision can give you both something to work towards and can help align your efforts in rebuilding the relationship. This forward looking approach encourages positivity and can help prevent you from getting bogged down by past grievances. It's also essential to address any lingering emotions from the past. Unresolved emotions such as anger, resentment, or regret can hinder your ability to move forward and build a healthy relationship. Consider seeking professional help, such as a couples therapist, to work through these emotions and develop healthier ways of relating to each other. Therapy can provide a safe space to express feelings and learn new communication skills that can strengthen your bond. Finally, remember that growth is a continuous process. Even after reuniting, it's important to keep working on personal development and the relationship. Regular check ins with each other, celebrate your progress, and be open to making adjustments as needed. A successful reunion requires ongoing effort and dedication from both parties. By committing to continuous growth and improvement, you can create a relationship that is more resilient and fulfilling than before. In conclusion, while the ideal of reuniting with an ex can be filled with hope and possibility, it's essential to approach it with a realistic and thoughtful mindset. By reflecting on past mistakes, focusing on personal growth, setting healthy boundaries, and seeking support, you can increase the chances of building a stronger, more enduring relationship. Remember, the goal is not just to rekindle the past, but to create a brighter, more harmonious future together. Ultimately, the decision to revisit an ex is a deeply personal one, rooted in introspection and self awareness. While the allure of familiarity may beckon, It's essential to prioritize your emotional well being and growth above all else. Whether you choose to pursue a reconciliation or forge ahead on your own path, remember that every experience, no matter how painful, offers an opportunity for growth and self discovery. Embrace the journey with an open heart and a willingness to learn from both the triumphs and tribulations of love. Moving forward from a past relationship, whether you choose to rekindle it or not, is an opportunity for immense personal growth. It's a chance to rediscover yourself and understand what truly makes you happy. Take time to explore new interests, set personal goals, and build a life that feels fulfilling on your own terms. By focusing on your own growth and happiness, you can approach any future relationship, whether with an ex or someone new, with a stronger sense of self and a clear understanding of what you want and need. Furthermore, the end of a relationship can serve as a powerful catalyst for self improvement. It's a chance to address personal issues that may have contributed to the breakup, such as insecurities, communication styles, or emotional triggers. Engaging in self reflection and personal development can help you become a more resilient and emotional intelligent individual. This inner work not only benefits you, but also enhances the quality of all your future relationships. In addition, consider the importance of community and support networks during this period of transition. Surround yourself with positive influences, friends, family, and mentors who can provide guidance, support, and a sense of belonging. Sharing your experiences and challenges with trusted individuals can offer new perspectives and help you feel less alone. Sometimes the wisdom of others can illuminate aspects of your situation that you might not have considered on your own. Another valuable step is to engage in activities that nurture your soul and foster a sense of joy and fulfillment. Whether it's pursuing a hobby, traveling, volunteering, or simply spending time in nature, engaging in meaningful activities can help you reconnect with yourself and discover new passions. These experiences can be incredibly enriching and provide a sense of purpose and contentment that transcends romantic relationships. It's also worth exploring the concept of self compassion during this journey. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, especially when reflecting on past mistakes or perspectives or perceived failures. Remember that everyone makes mistakes and that each step, no matter how small, is part of your unique path to growth and self discovery. By practicing self compassion, you create a nurturing environment for healing and personal development. As you move forward, it's important to maintain a balance between reflection and action. While it's essential to learn from the past, it's equally important to take proactive steps towards creating a fulfilling future. Set realistic and achievable goals that align with your values and aspirations. Celebrate your progress, no matter how incremental, and stay committed to your personal growth journey. In conclusion, remember, whether you decide to reconnect with an ex or venture into new romantic territories, the most important relationship you have is with yourself. By prioritizing your own well being and personal growth, you set a solid foundation for any future relationship. Embrace each experience as a learning opportunity and trust that with time and effort, you will find the path that best aligns with your authentic self. Remember, the journey of love and self discovery is a continuous one, filled with lessons and opportunity for growth. Approach it with an open heart and a positive mindset, and you'll be well equipped to navigate the emotional terrain of relationships, both past and future. Thank you for joining me on this episode of Energize Your Passion. Until next time, stay positive, stay empowered, and keep nurturing your passion for life. Now let's take a moment to listen to some of our listeners. We've received so many incredible stories and experiences about revisiting past relationships, and I want to share a few of them with you. These real life stories can provide valuable insight and perspectives that resonate with our own experiences. If you have a story or experience you'd like to share, feel free to reach out to us. Your voice matters, and we love hearing from you. One listener, Michael, shared his experience of reconnecting with an ex after a decade apart. He said, "We had both grown so much as individuals that when we reconnected, it felt like meeting someone new. We were able to communicate more openly and honestly about our needs and expectations. It wasn't easy, but we both worked hard to make the relationship work this time around." Michael's story is a beautiful reminder that time and personal growth can make all the difference in whether a rekindled relationship will succeed. In this segment, let's hear from relationship experts and therapists who can offer professional insight and advice on revisiting past relationships. Understanding the psychological and emotional aspect of rekindling romance can provide us with valuable tools and strategies to navigate this journey with greater awareness and confidence. Dr. Emily Stone, a licensed therapist specializing in relationships, shares her perspective. When considering going back to an ex, it's important to evaluate whether the reasons for the initial breakup have been addressed. Have both individuals taken the time to grow and heal independently? Communication and trust are key factors in determining the potential success of a rekindled relationship. It's also essential to set healthy boundaries and have open, honest conversations about expectations and goals moving forward. Dr. Stone's advice highlights the importance of self awareness and communication in creating a successful and healthy relationship. One of the biggest challenges in revisiting a past relationship is rebuilding trust and communication. If trust was broken in the past, it would take time and effort to restore it. This requires both partners to be patient, understanding, and committed to the process. It's important to address any lingering issues from the previous relationship and work together to create a foundation of honesty and transparency. Effective communication is key to any successful relationship. Make sure you're both willing to talk openly about your feelings, concerns, and expectations. Set aside regular times to check in with each other and discuss how things are going. By prioritizing communication and trust, you can create a stronger, more resilient relationship that can withstand future challenges. In addition to rebuilding trust and communication, it's crucial to nurture the emotional connection that brought you together in the first place. Spend quality time together, engage in activities that you both enjoy, and try to create new positive memories. This can help reinforce your bond and remind you why you fell in love initially. Emotional intimacy is the glue that holds relationships together, and it requires ongoing attention and care. Another important aspect is setting realistic expectations. Understand that no relationship is perfect, and there will be ups and downs. Accepting each other's flaws and imperfections can foster a more compassionate and supportive partnership. It's also helpful to acknowledge that the process of rebuilding a relationship won't happen overnight. Be patient with yourself and each other as you navigate this journey together. Furthermore, consider seeking external support if needed. Couples therapy or counseling can provide valuable tools and strategies for improving communication, resolving conflicts, and rebuilding trust. A professional can offer objectives, perspective, and help guide you through the complexity of rekindling a past relationship. Therapy isn't just for when things are going wrong, it's also for a proactive measure to strengthen your bond. Exploring individual interests and maintaining a sense of independence is also vital. While it's important to work on the relationship, it's equally important to pursue your passions and hobbies. This balance ensures that both partners maintain their individuality and personal fulfillment, which can contribute positively to the relationship. Supporting each other's personal growth can enhance mutual respect and admiration. Lastly, practice gratitude and appreciation. Regularly expressing gratitude for each other's effort and qualities can strengthen your emotional connection and create a positive atmosphere in the relationship. Acknowledging and creating small victories and progress can also keep you motivated and focused on the positives, even during challenging times. In conclusion, rekindling a past relationship is a multifaceted journey that requires dedication, patience, and open communication. By rebuilding trust, nurturing emotional intimacy, setting realistic expectations, seeking support, and maintaining personal independence, you can create a healthier and more fulfilling partnership. Remember, the goal is not just to recreate the past, but to build a new, stronger foundation for the future. Whether you decide to revisit a past relationship or move forward independently, prioritize your emotional well being and growth. Embrace the lessons learned and approach each new experience with an open heart. Wow, what a journey we've been on today, exploring the emotional terrain of revisiting past relationships. We've talked about the pull of the past, the quest for closure, the balance of hope and realism, learning from the past mistakes, and the importance of self discovery and growth. It's been an incredible conversation. I hope you have found it as enlightening and empowering as I have. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a few key takeaways. First, always assess your true motivation before considering going back to an ex. Reflect on your emotional readiness and the reasons why the relationship ended. Second, prioritize open communication and set healthy boundaries to avoid repeating past mistakes. And finally, embrace the journey of self discovery and growth, knowing that every experience offers valuable lessons that can help you navigate the complexities of love and relationships with greater clarity and confidence. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Energize Your Passion. If you enjoyed our discussion, please share this podcast with your friends, family, and anyone who might benefit from these insights. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. I want to know your true feeling. I truly want to know your thoughts on this topic. Your feedback means the world to us and help us to continue to bring you content that inspires and empowers. Until next time, keep shining and living your most passionate life. Take care, beautiful souls. I'm Sunshine, signing off.